This is 7 National News, and in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, tweeted on Friday that Dubai is going to roll out the biggest deal in history by buying planes worth $100 billion US. According to reports, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed added that when officials briefed him on plans to enlarge the Dubai airport, he told them he did not want an airport for Dubai, but wanted Dubai to be the airport of the world. He also pointed out that the Emirate is building the largest airport in the world. The UAE is set for a new phase of growth that is expected to catapult the Emirates to the ranks of the world's most sought-after destinations for international visitors by 2020, when Dubai will be hosting the World Expo. The travel and tourism sector in the UAE is on a track, and around 25 million visitors are expected to visit the country during the Expo. The UAE is already among the top 5 countries in the world for new hotel openings. The Roads and Transport Authority has revealed a significant increase in the number of people using public transport this year, with around 271 million commuters using their services during the first half of the year. In a press statement, RTA figures show a substantial increase over last year's figures, where the total number of riders was 262.569 million. The Metro continues to be the most popular service, illustrated by the total number of Metro riders on both the red and green lines over the last 6 months, which topped nearly 88.3 million riders, as compared with over 81.4 million for the same period last year. As per their statistics, the number of riders using the red line during H1 reached 55.78 million, up from the figure recorded during the same period last year, which was 51.79 million passengers. Meanwhile, the number of Green Line users increased from 29.6 million last year to the current figure of 32.47 million commuters. Officially opened towards the end of last year, the Dubai Tram also witnessed popularity among commuters, with figures showing that it was used by 1,552,756 riders during the first half of the year. The authority further revealed that the marine transit modes, comprising of Abras, the water bus, water taxis and the Dubai ferry, have lifted 7.49 million riders during H1, while 66.5 million passengers used the public bus service. The General Department of Airport Security at the Dubai Police confiscated over 34,000 banned items from passengers before they boarded their flights in the first half of this year. Lieutenant Walid Ali Ahmed Ghanem, the head of the Division Information Entry and Update section at the department, said that some of the items included knives, scissors, martial arts and sports equipment, fluids and compressed fluid in cabin baggage. Ghanem revealed that the police also seized hazardous items such as electronic cigarettes, which contain gas, which can explode due to fluctuating air pressure. Passengers are warned that they should not carry unlicensed goods and hazardous materials, such as sprays, any kind of devices containing gas, glue, ink, phosphorus, pesticides and insecticides, as well as eroded materials such as batteries, explosive materials such as fireworks, magnetic tools and radiation equipment, and chemicals. He urged travellers to go through the prohibited items list if they are unsure, and also to make sure that they abide by aviation rules. The Dubai Electricity and Water Authority has launched an awareness campaign across its social media platforms, targeting customers before they travel during their summer holidays and leave their houses closed for a relatively long period of time. The campaign includes a collection of tips and simple instructions to be followed in order to preserve energy and water, and also to reduce waste. Saeed Mohammed Al Tayeb, the Managing Director and CEO of DEWA, stated that we work in line with the Dubai Integrated Energy Strategy 2030, which aims to reduce demand for energy by 30% by 2030. This is in line with the demand-side management strategy that has 8 major programs, including green building regulations, retrofitting of existing buildings, district cooling, wastewater reuse, laws and standards to raise efficiency, and energy-efficient street lighting. Al Maheri, the Vice President of Marketing and Corporate Communications at DEWA, added that through its conservation initiatives, DEWA has succeeded in reducing consumption over the past 6 years by 1,163 gigawatts of electricity and 5.4 billion gallons of water. That's the equivalent of 752 million dirhams and saving of over 536,000 tonnes of carbon emissions. He added that the instructions and tips will help conserve energy, water and reduce waste. They are a quick and effective way to preserve natural resources and ensure a sustainable future for generations to come. The Abu Dhabi Farmers Services Centre is set to grow 4 more products than last season, totalling 40 different crops, and are keen to develop an annual production plan in order to achieve sustainability in the agriculture sector and to also support food security over in the capital. For the 2015-2016 season, which is due to begin this November, farmers over in Abu Dhabi will supply an estimated 31,050 tonnes of Class 1 produce. According to the centre, this will be achieved through an area of 6,526 acres, divided by 4,635 acres for open field crops and 1,891 acres for greenhouse crops. That's the equivalent to around 5,670 individual greenhouses. The production period will last for around 34 weeks, including 15 weeks of peak season, where up to 1,300 tonnes will be harvested per week. 10 key crops represent approximately 77% of the total expected production, while cucumbers alone constitute around 41% of the total expected production, followed by tomatoes at 16.6%, aubergines at 4.7% and sweet peppers at 4.4%. This season's plan also focuses on cultivating crops such as cabbage, potatoes and coloured peppers. The centre also said that it's offering farmers a minimum price guarantee, protecting them from price fluctuations in the market. The 11th Liwa Date Festival got off to a great start on Wednesday and is celebrating UAE culture and tradition and is running daily until the 30th of July from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Around 70,000 visitors are expected to make it out to Liwa City in Gharbia this year, where some of the finest produce from the UAE's date and fruit farms are on display, alongside heritage and cultural demonstrations. Dates and, for the 5th year now, mangoes and lemons are in competition, with 220 prizes and more than 6 million dirhams in prize money. Some of the competitions include a date beauty contest, a date auction and educational sessions on how to care for palm trees. Officials explain that the festival looks to provide a unique opportunity for different generations to discover and learn about the heritage and traditions of their ancestors. They added that the palm tree was and will remain a symbol of the history and culture of the Arab society in general and the Emirati society in particular. Over the past decade, the UAE has planted 22 million palm trees, which represents 20% of the total number of palm trees in the whole world.
People in Liwa, they used to celebrate the season of the dates long time ago. And by the time we decided to have it as a festival. So we created the Liwa Date Festival as a celebration of the date season. So now we've chosen 5 types of dates, the most important dates that we prepare, and we have it as a competition way. So to have like to to encourage farmers to produce best quality of dates. They take care of their farm and many things. In the end, it's part of our culture, our roots.
We are a committee and we are following a criteria. This criteria including the following. First of all, is the general appearance of the dates, the size, the weight, the uniformity, clean, free of insects or any physical differences, such as chemicals or microbiological or insects or even physical changes. This will give for the dates, the samples for the farmers, those who are participating in the contest, 50%. The other 50%, we go and visit all those which has been shortlisted. The shortlisted farmers, which are the best, they have it from all after evaluation. We go and look at their farms. We have to be sure that those samples who brought, they are from the same farm, and look at the farm for the trees and many other aspects as well. It has certain criteria to follow as well.
To successfully plant a palm tree, it needs good quality of water. It should not be salty and the land should be also good. Not all land is suitable for planting palm trees. There are certain days in the month specified for palm tree planting. It's not haphazard. Then we have to water the tree twice a day, in the morning and the afternoon, for 15 days. After the 2 weeks, we only water it once during the cold hours.
And finally, visitors to Dubai Sports World were treated to some exceptional skateboarding over the weekend, where some of the best skateboarders of the country showcased their skills during a competition that was held at the indoor skate park. With eyes set on 6,000 dirhams worth of prizes, emerging and amateur skateboarders demonstrated their abilities on the ramps of the Rage Indoor Skate Park, where they took part in the Volcom's Wild in the Parks competition. Lawrence Jakin from the UK and Arta Afshar from Iran stole the limelight of the competition under the Pro category, where their stunts won the hearts of onlookers who had joined to witness upcoming talent. A total of 25 skateboarders shared their passion during the event, where they were divided into groups of 10 to 15 skaters and competed in heats lasting 15 minutes. In order to make their mark, participants had to try and land the best trick possible in each. According to the winner of the Pro category, who was also the main judge for the juniors, style and consistency remain the main assessment criteria. Meanwhile, the skaters added that such competitions not only allow them to continue their passion, but also support the growth of the sport by attracting more skaters.
We'll be judging the skaters on their style, consistency and tricks landed. Rage Skate Park is a place to be during the summer. It's a good place to come down to beat the heat.
I feel really good about winning this competition. It was a really good one. I thought I did really well and turns out I deserved it. Also, my passion for skateboarding, where can I begin? It's been 8 years and I have no plans for stopping. We'll see where this gets me one day, but until then I can tell you one thing, which is I really love skateboarding. It's a passion. I die for it.
Skateboarding in the UAE is growing. There are a lot of facilities, there's skate parks, a lot of street locations. There's a lot of architecture in Dubai that's pretty cool. So, people from abroad keep visiting. And a lot of the kids look up to these guys, so they just get into it. In terms of the growth of the sport, it's gradual. There are a lot of kids that pick up the sport, but to really get into it, I guess you need to have it as kind of a social thing to do. But, Dubai, the last couple of years have been visited too by a lot of professional skaters. A lot of people from the States, from Europe have been coming down, and a lot of the kids get to see that and parents get to see that, and they think it's a pretty cool thing, so a lot of the kids just get into it.